Cancer. Wonderful to have you drop in with me. Thank you for being here. We are going to go ahead and dive right in and see what energies are in play, what will be coming into play on your path this week. Okay, sometimes these reads take time to play out, but usually the themes will start to introduce themselves within this week. So stay live, pay attention. The signs will be there for you. This is for any significant Cancer placement, or if you happen to have a prominent placement in the 4th house. Also, if you are Capricorn rising, that makes you a Cancer descendant. So let's see what's on deck for Cancer spirit. What does Cancer need to know at this time, spirit? What's coming in for Cancer? Let's get a baseline here. The bird, book, snake, things. So I feel like you're coming across some information that is really getting you to look at things in a new way. Some of you are studying something. You're picking up a study and you're going a lot deeper. This could be something where you already have quite a bit of knowledge, but you're taking it to the next level because you want to use this information to sort of like level up. And there might be something that you're wanting to put out there, something you're creating. This could be a course you're creating. This could be some kind of workshop you're creating. This could be a book you're writing, some teaching opportunity you want to step into. This also could just be for your personal growth and evolution. I'm picking up a lot about plants, studying herbalism, taking this to a deeper level. Okay, some of you are studying history. You want historical reference for something that you're writing, something you're working on. Also look for the answers that you're looking for comes through a book, maybe even a book that just happens to fall from a shelf. It opens on a certain page. There's some question you've had. It's been there all along. Some of you might be getting into bibliomancy. Bibliomancy is when you turn a book 3 times clockwise in your hands while focusing on your question. Then you just open up the book randomly and allow your finger to go to a point on the page and it gives you your answer. It's a really interesting method of divination. So this might be coming in for some of you. All right, I want to get a few more cuts here, just get more of a baseline energy. So there's some kind of knowledge you're obtaining here. There's something that you're studying. You could be studying a situation. You might be studying someone's plan of attack. There might be somebody that you suspect has been like causing some problems for you. Maybe an Aries with that Ram energy there. You may feel like this person's really like kind of walled off their energy to you, or they seem like they're really defensive, or they've been on the attack with you. You just feel like you can't reach this person, like they're on their own little island there, okay? You might be wanting more information, but this person might be quite, you know, in a defensive position. They may have felt like a lot of people like stabbed them in the back or did something foul to them. And so they're like, nope, you know, I'm not going to give you another chance to get close to me and pull any more of that BS, okay? It's possible. It's coming in. I got that somebody feels defensive in the situation. You're wanting to know more. You're wanting more information, but I think this person's making it very clear they don't want anybody butting into their business. This person may actively be blocking anyone who wants to know about their business. And they may be coming off, like somebody may be coming off like really calm and like they don't mean any harm, but actually this person does want to sabotage in some way. So this could be somebody coming towards you and you're like really walling off your energy toward this person because you don't trust where they're coming from. 4:44 on the clock, okay? Even though it looks like it's all, you know, innocent and like it's okay to let this approach you, you might really feel something else telling you no, it doesn't feel right. And this person may come off one way, but when they use the words and the things they say, it feels like a little passive aggressive, or there's like a lot that they say that kind of alludes to something deeper that doesn't sit quite right with you. Okay, somebody's got their hackles up and there is a desire for information, knowledge, wanting to know more. Somebody's wanting to know more about somebody's defensive magic. Interesting. Okay, we do have quite a few alchemists in the community here, so this stuff tends to filter in. Yeah, this definitely is about some weird ass mystical shit. So it could be that there are people in this situation who work on that level that are having a bit of a pissing contest right now, just trying to see, you know, who's the best wizard. Who will claim the one ring that rules them all? It's got a little bit of that. I know more than you know. I could see that too, like somebody kind of posturing, like, well, I know more than you. And the other person, like, oh, yeah, well, let's see how you do with this. Let me throw a little of this action your way. And even if it doesn't apply on that level, it still applies. You know what I'm saying? And so two people kind of like, well, I know more than you. No, well, I know more than you. It's like this little bit of like posturing stuff. Okay. So there could be a little bit of like kind of combative energy around this. Somebody trying to one up somebody. Also, there's just this really strong desire to know what somebody's moves are going to be like. What are they going to do next? What's their next move? But this person is like really, they're not wanting to reveal their hand, okay? Not wanting to reveal their hand, all right? And you may feel like this person has a little bit too much power in their hands. And they may be kind of like really holding somebody in a compromising position. You may have somebody in this position and you're kind of schooling them a little bit. You're tired of them like draining your energy, wasting your time and causing you problems. You're about to school this person. I think somebody's kind of kept you waiting on the line too. You've wanted them to give you an answer on something. This person can never make up their mind. You just want them to make up their damn mind, you know? And it's like as soon as they come to some kind of a decision, then, you know, it switches in the next moment. You're beginning to wonder, how are they coming up with, you know, their choices here? How are they arriving at these decisive points? And why do they feel so divided? Why can't they just, you know, why isn't it clear? You may not recognize that this person may actually really like not have a clue. And it might be because somebody here is like trying to pressure somebody too much that it's creating the indecision. That might be something that needs to be looked at. Somebody here might be putting too much pressure on somebody to make up their mind about something, when really the only way they can arrive at a place of balance is to just like not feel that pressure. As long as a person feels that kind of pressure, it sort of cuts off this transformation you want to see. And if somebody's feeling super pressured to make a split decision, especially when they feel so divided, you know, that's any decision they come to. It's like, yeah, it's like they may as well Rochambeau for it, okay? Rock, paper, scissors, I don't know, whatever. And is that really the place you want a choice to be made from? Whether somebody's putting this pressure on you or you're putting pressure on another, okay? I feel like it plays out. There's just something here that it's going to take time. And it could be as well that somebody is a little off balance right now. Maybe they needed to get like kind of their consciousness purified of something. Somebody may be struggling with something that just makes them incapable of being able to make up their mind about something at this point. And it's not for you to rush them with that, or it's not for them to rush you. There could be a family member in relation to this who's causing a lot of problems and is trying to put on a lot of pressure in a situation where it's really not helping matters at all. And maybe you've been thinking about this situation a lot too. It might be good to give yourself a little break from being so fixated on it as well. Just like take some time off. Sometimes if you're dealing with a problem, you can't figure out how to work it out. You just need to stop thinking about it for a bit. Like go do something, anything else, you know, go do something creative, go do something pleasurable, go do something fun. It'll sort itself out. And in fact, sometimes that's what it takes. You know, it's just taking some time off from the situation so you can kind of like lighten up around it. And then the solution comes. The solutions always tend to arrive when we're not struggling with it, when we're not fixating on it. I do feel like you are dealing with somebody who's been a little bit difficult. They've been trying to like control things a little too much in this situation, and it could be a family member, and it's just causing a lot of problems. But I don't think that you trying to get this person to see anybody else's point of view is going to be effective. Just won't. It's almost like when you give it space, that's when it will be resolved. And you might really start to need to consider how much this person gets out of the conflict. Like they get a lot of energy just from having people engage in this mess with them. It's like if everybody just kind of like pulled their energy back, oh, it'd be wild how clear and how distinct the solutions become. I feel like this person is just kind of running the show because they're being given that power right now. And so they're holding everybody up and causing a lot of problems, right? And there's a new perspective that's really needed in this matter. Give me some more details about this for Cancer, please. I do feel like you are wanting to really know which way you're heading, and you feel in two minds about something, but there's something coming here to like purify what's causing the confusion so you can finally understand the right choice. It's going to really just like make you feel so free of everything that was stressing you out. Yes. Okay. So you've been really worried here, and it looks like you've been worried about something that is related to your basic security. I got like your material security. So this like finances, home, like the things you need for your survival. And something here has been threatened. There's a major choice that needs to be made. It affects all those root chakra issues, your stability, your sense of belonging, your family, your home base, your finances, your future, long range, your retirement, like all of it. Like, and somebody is really just exercising too much control in this situation and trying to enforce their will. And you're not wanting to acquiesce to this person's demands, because if you do, you feel like you're in a disadvantageous position in this situation. And I think that you just need to take a break from the argument, and make up your own mind about what you are and are not willing to give ground on. In any kind of like situation where maybe it involves family or it involves a group of people, there is a necessity to come to a place of compromise, certainly, but there are those fundamental things that you cannot give ground on, because if you give ground on them, they quite essentially like rip you in two. It like takes you out of a core truth or something that's very much an integrity for you. So some things you have to take a firm line with, and you might know you need to do that. And you might know that that also requires that, you go through some uncomfortable shifts in this situation. But you know that this is something, with the way you're weighing it up on your mind, this is not something to be taken lightly. It's obviously pulling you in two different directions because the choice you make matters. And so that's what you need to really cue into. It's like, what is your non-negotiable in this situation? And I think once you've communicated it, then it's about kind of like, taking your mind off of it, because all you can do is take practical steps in this situation. Going over the same old ground just continues to feed this person their supply that they get out of having like some sense of false control over others in this situation. And I understand why this is such a stressful matter, because it definitely involves your basic core level security. So naturally, that's going to feel really disruptive if somebody's trying to control the purse strings. If somebody is trying to interrupt some kind of material support that you're supposed to receive. If you're dealing with like a neighbor who is just like complaining about everything you're doing, and so they're threatening your ability to be able to, keep this rental. Maybe the landlord's come over a few times with some complaints from, neighbors, a particular neighbor who's just really just like, they're all up in your freaking business. They have their own motives for that, where they're causing a problem. Okay, they have their own motives. This might even be somebody who's like, notice like, their man checking you out or something. They're like a little bitter about that. There could be like some kind of like personal, like, you know, lick back involved in that. Because you may have been like, what is this person's problem? Why are they causing these issues for me? Like, you know, I get that you maybe even used to like enjoy communicating with this person, like catching up with this person, like you had pleasant interactions before, but their true nature is revealing itself and it ain't a good look. Okay, I do feel like something here is just, it's rocking your security too much, and you shouldn't engage in like any kind of argument with this person. You're just going to go around in circles. It's actually going to add fuel to the fire. This is about you making up your mind about something, holding a firm line to it, taking any practical steps you need, and getting things squared away, you know, and take a break from it for a bit because it's got you a little too stressed out. All right, kind of the deck, a bunch of cats posing as a woman. Yeah, like you never know what you're dealing with this person. Every day it's a new problem, it's a new issue, you know. This person's also a real busybody, and they go and they blab everything that you share with them in private. They've told a whole community of people things that were supposed to be between the two of you, and now it's really gotten messy with the coffin full of tacos, full of snakes, right? And this looks like there could be some messiness as far as connections within like a community. Like it's beyond 6 degrees of separation. It's like 2 degrees of separation. It's like everybody's hooking up with everybody. There's a lot of drama around it. There's somebody here who's very possessive over a particular, you know, desired candidate. I get, you know, that maybe a lot of people have their eyes on this person, and this person's trying to control this individual and be like, no, you need to change. You know, I don't want you out running around. This person has no desire to change. They got like all kinds of fake accounts. They're talking to all kinds of different women, you know, like, you know, they have no desire. They have no desire to toe the line. They're just not. And there's some kind of control that needs to be relinquished here, and accepting that, you know, people are going to be who they're going to be. And you know, they may wear one face to you, but you know the score and you know what the deal is. And then it's up to you. Are you going to continue to put up with it or not? Because there's no way to like, you know, get this person to change. This is who this person is. So now that you know what you're dealing with, it's up to you to cut off the nonsense. And the first way to cut it off is to stop engaging with it. Right? Yeah. And this is somebody that just, you know, maybe they were always used to having the attention since they were younger. Okay. This could totally be coming up in a family dynamic. I could see this, like the child that was the favorite, the child that, you know, everybody doted on, the child that got everybody's attention and everybody's favor. And this person's just used to having things go their way. And there's something here where it's like, no, it's not always about you. And I feel like you're really like burning a bridge in some cases where you're tired of putting up with somebody's antics just because they think that it's all about them. It's not. All right. And in some cases, you have to dip out of certain arguments because there's no way to win an argument. Like you can't force somebody to see things your way. You know, but you do get to choose whether you want to continue to put up with it. And I feel like wanting this situation to be other than what it's already clearly revealed itself to be doesn't help anything in this matter. And I feel like this situation is just really needing some serious transformation. So let's see what kind of transformation can come through here for you. I'm going to pull out this glow in the dark tarot, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't think you need to worry about your stability with the 9 of Pentacles here. There's something that's earmarked for you, okay? There's some kind of security, financial stability. I also feel like if you can pull your attention away from whatever's going on with this and start really pouring your energy into what you want to develop for yourself as far as your career direction, you're really going to see a lot of growth from that. It will support you. You may have family that don't agree with your choices in regard to a particular direction you want to head in, an investment you want to make, but this is really about valuing, you know, your own position in this situation, because this is in alignment for you, and where you are promised some kind of financial sustenance, something that's been earmarked for you. If this is related to family money on any level, you don't need to worry about this. I mean, this is for you, so nobody's going to be able to cause problems for you in this regard. They can try to throw their weight around, but I get like this person just likes to do that. You know, this person just likes to act like they have power over your life, and they don't, get to say so over this, really. You know, they may be used to sort of having people defer to them, but they're not in that position anymore. Again, where this is a family problem or like a social circle problem, I feel like what's really happening here is somebody is getting called to the mat for this kind of bulldozing behavior, and nobody's willing to comply with it anymore. And this person's going to end up really like learning things the hard way by realizing that, you know, at the end of the day, they got to face themselves in the mirror, and they made their bed, and now they got to lie in it. That's kind of the energy that's coming forward here. I think you're going to feel a lot better when you start to disengage from whatever this conflict is and just toe the line. You know what's true for you. It's not about you changing these people's minds or getting people to, you know, conform to what you think that they should do. They've already shown you who they are and what their motivation is. And the sooner you just move forward with that knowledge and start pouring it into yourself and what you want to create for yourself, the more you're going to start to feel a lot stronger, a lot more empowered. You're even going to feel your health improve, like your energy will improve. Everything will get better for you, all right? And your finances look good, man, okay? So don't hold yourself back. Like, start pouring your energy into productive channels instead of worrying about helping other people clean up the mess they made. That's what I got. Woo. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this person may be asking for your help. They may be laying it on real thick. They may be saying, like, who are you loyal to? We go way back. Like, you should be here to help me out through this. And it's like, no, I didn't agree to take this on for you. Like, figure it out, man. You made the mess. You clean it up. I'm not cleaning this up, man. Okay? Yeah, no. No. I'm not taking it on. Two of Swords. Nope. And I'm cutting out the distractions. It's like, la, 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 la. I can't hear you. I can't see you. This is you just focusing on really pulling your energy back and taking care of yourself and getting refocused. Yes, and look at the strong position it moves you into with this Emperor energy. You're taking charge of your own life and you're charting your own course. And in some cases, you're standing up to a figure that you used to give too much power and authority over you. I also feel like you got friends in high places, and there is somebody here who is looking out for your best interest, and they will make sure that you're taken care of in this situation. You got the favor of a certain emperor. This can be like your father is really in your corner. This could be like somebody that you view as an elder, a mentor, you know, who is providing you some opportunity to like step up to the next level. This is also just about you, you know, really stepping up to the plate and saying, no, I'm ready for better in my life. I'm not putting up with this anymore. And you might be tired of a particular fire sign energy, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I mean, with the King of Wands in reverse, this could be like an emperor in reverse, you know, somebody who has been too focused on, you know, themselves, getting their way, being very egocentric, keeping too many things hidden, being too manipulative, you know. This could even be somebody who's in a relationship, but they're presenting themselves like they're single. But it's a controlling, dominating kind of energy. And I feel like you're pulling away from this. You don't want things that are unclear anymore. You're tired of feeling the confusion. And in fact, I think moving forward, you're going to start to notice that when you feel confused, that's your cue that you really need to pull your energy back, because that's when you're being taken out of your own truth. And in some way, you're giving somebody else more authority over your choices and over how you see something than you are really valuing your own insight and what's, you know, really ringing true for you. Okay, so this feels like you're burning the bridge on something. You're taking your power back. And it's a wise choice for you to go your own way. And in some cases, this is like a group project, like a work project, and you're pulling away from the group and you're doing your own thing because they're not valuing your input anyway. And as soon as you start moving in your own interest, like this takes off for you. Don't be surprised if they start coming around once the route you took was successful, because I could see them doing that, okay? Yeah, we got the moon here, right? So there is a lot that's hidden at this time, a lot that remains unseen. And you could be dealing with a Pisces, you could be dealing with another Cancer like yourself. But I think, you know this intuitively. Your intuition is firing off. It's time to close cycle on something. Once you close cycle on this fixed position that you've been in, you may have been dealing with a fixed sign, a Scorpio, an Aquarius, a Taurus, a Leo. I think you're getting something moving forward here. You're ready to move into expansion. And I think where you didn't have answers, you're going to arrive at the answers. It's going to fall in your lap at the perfect time. You'll be in the right place at the right time, and it will be revealed to you. And from there, you're going to be able to make a clear-cut decision. But I feel like before that happens and you get the outer confirmation, this has everything to do with you trusting your intuition and what you know is true for yourself and stepping into that place of executor where you really just like make the choice and you make it very definitive. And this gets you moving forward and your fortunes are on the rise. So money's looking good. Don't let anybody hold you back. Don't let anybody hold power over you. Trust your own voice. Trust your own intuition. Maybe you've known this intuitively and somebody tried to like veer you away from your intuition. They acted like they knew better than you. No, trust your gut, okay? You know the score in this situation. And if you move in the direction that you know you need to move in now and take the risk you know you need to take, and you pull yourself away from this like group dynamic where they're calling the shots and one person in particular that's really just riding you all the time and you're over it, you're going to find that that's what you needed to do all along, because it opens up everything for you and it gets you what should have been yours in the first place.